What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to Live Your Happy 365, lesson 42.
365 with Maria and Christian. God is my strength and vision is his gift.
God is my strength, vision is his gift.
And the reading today is just such a beautiful reminder. It starts with, God is indeed your strength, and what he gives is truly given. And it says, your passage through time and space is not at random. You cannot but be in the right place at the right time. That totally lets go of the victimization right there, because everything is exactly perfect. So there's a lot of letting go of victimization there. And it says, such is the strength of God, and such are his gifts. I really love that. Yeah, Alexa's sounding if you want to tell her. Alexa's alarm, because we just did the lesson, so we put the timer.
Alexa, stop the timer!
I told him.
That's how German tells Alexa off.
Yeah, and then I don't know. There was something here I liked as well, but it's just.
No, I think that was the sentence you
Was
liked.
that the sentence? Yeah.
And it is his gift rather than your own that offers vision to you.
Mm-hmm.
And it is his strength, not your own, that gives you power.
Yep.
So it's his strength.
It says here also, you will see because it is the will of God. Yeah, it was coming up for me, Christian, and audience throughout the practice was how this is so powerful and so grounding, because if we recognize that God is our strength, then we let go of the false strength. That's what it comes up for me. It's like I've had this false strength in my limited self of believing Maria could do it. Maria's strong. I can control this. I can manipulate this. My strength is bigger than God's. I can do it better than God. And that's when I suffer. And I don't receive God's gifts. At least it appears I don't receive God's gifts, because I want the false gifts. The false gifts that the world gives me, the false gifts that the ego gives me, that are very temporary. And they give me a happiness that comes from things working out outside of me. So when I really did this lesson right now with Christian, and I got very emotional, because the sentences that would come after was like, God's strength is mine because I'm God's child, and I receive God's gifts truly because I am worthy of them. And within his strength, I have nothing to worry about. There's just no worries in the world. I don't need to worry about my mom's finances. I don't need to worry about what it's going to look like, right now in my life. Like, however I could be of service to her and how I'm able to work out the whole situation is like, I'm able to see it. And what came to me, babe, was, and you can share with me your experience, was it's perfect. Like, the way that it looks and exactly how it is, it's so perfect. And there's nothing wrong. Nothing's attacking me. And in there I have strength, and I receive the gift of God because I know that nothing's wrong. And that it's just beautiful, and it's all set up for the higher good. And in there I start to tune into my true strength.
What comes to me when you say that is, yes, it is his strength, not your own, that gives you power. I think it's a great statement, and I personally think I've misinterpreted that in my own life for a while, thinking that, like, trusting on some sort of spiritual power and not doing anything in the world and in form. And I think it's important to be reminded that we do have power and strength and form as well. It just doesn't come only from us, it's also by God. So, for example, if I do web design, that's a gift and a talent and a strength that I have in form that is also channeled through God. And I get my inspiration, from the universe or whatnot. So I think it's something to be said about, we are strong in form because we're strong in spirit. And it's something that I feel sometimes gets lost, because you say, my strength in spirit, and I don't do anything. No, you can be a powerful human being and do things in form if you wish to do so. So, just putting it out there.
Yeah, and I think that you also say that for yourself. And we always say things for ourselves, and I feel that being Christian's partner in shine, as we like to say, he's been making a lot of progress with trusting and being in the world and knowing he's not of it. So it's like functioning. And again, I feel sometimes it's like we think we don't need to do anything in the world because the world is not real, and that's taking it very literal. And of course we're still informed, and it appears that we're here. And the other day I think I threw the book, and I was like, don't we see the book? So we need to work with where we're at. And I think the whole thing that Christian's saying makes a point, because I feel a lot of people struggle with that balance of being trusting and then functioning in the world. So again, of course, it's not like I'm not going to take certain steps to help my mother, but at the same time, I could be in the strength of God, and it doesn't have to hurt me so much, or I don't have to hurt myself so much through the process. So there's phone calls that need to be made in form. There's certain things that I've chosen to do because things need to get resolved in form. But at the same time, I can remember who I walk with, and I can remember who my father is. And Christian can remember that when he's doing websites, and he can do that when he's, forgetting who he is and money or myself. So for me, it's like being in the world and knowing you're not of it, and trusting. And within that trust is who are you functioning with, who are you perceiving with through the mind of love or fear. And
also know that money is also God. I feel there's always this negative stigma on money, and I can just talk from my own experience that I went through a period of my life where I just denied and rejected anything that had to do with money, because I felt money was the root cause of all evil in the world. So money is also God, and you can do lots of beautiful things with money, and it's a beautiful representation of transmitting energy and transferring energy as an exchange. So I'll leave you with that.
But also, I want to share that whatever thoughts are not bringing you peace. So if it doesn't bring you peace to say, like Christian says, it doesn't work for me to say that the world's not real, or it doesn't work for me, to say that, money's not real, or that money's not my source, or whatever it is. It's like, I'm just using Christian as an example, is that there's nothing wrong, because people say, oh, that's not the Course in Miracles, or that's not what the Course in Miracles is saying. And the whole point of the Course is God wants us to be peaceful, and God wants us to be happy, and wants us to, so if the thought of, letting go of money, it gives you anxiety, then God doesn't want you to have anxiety. So for me, it's like the message of the Course is like, if this thought is not working for you, or if it doesn't work for you in this way to think about the Course in Miracles, and you're not being peaceful, then it doesn't mean that it's wrong. It's like, it doesn't work for you, and that's fine. And that's being loving and gentle with ourselves. So I don't feel there's nothing wrong or right here. It's just like, are you at peace?
Yeah, I think that's a very good guiding principle. Are you at peace? Because, the Course has brought me many, how can I say that? Many unpeaceful thoughts, too.
Well, it hasn't brought you, because it doesn't give you anything.
I projected outward that it was the Course that brought me that thought, because I got the philosophy from the Course, and then kind of tried it in my life, however I thought was applicable to that, and didn't really work. So I kind of got resentful to the Course. So anyways, just, are you peaceful?
And then he got resentful for the Course, and then he married a Course in Miracles teacher.
There you go. I think I have a long healing journey with this ACIM book here. Okay, well, I'm gonna say choo choo, choo choo.